What's up guys, and welcome back to another video, and thank you so much for taking your time to watch this. We have a lot to talk about because a lot has been going on, especially with Kanye West. Oh my gosh, like, I don't know if you guys have been following it, but yeah, we have a lot to talk about. So definitely stay tuned, like this video, leave your comments in the section below and let me know what your thoughts are, and obviously join the family by subscribing to the channel. I don't even know where to begin, guys, but okay, so first of all, I did a video not long ago about Kanye West running for president, and then I heard that he had pulled out of that, and then I came across a video of him at the rally talking about certain obviously, you know how these elections go, each opponent has to give their reason as to why they should be selected and what changes they are going to be bringing. And he was asked a lot of questions regarding knife crime, abortions, the general electoral questions. And there was a particular incident where with a black girl who was asking him question, and he attacked her, like not physically obviously, and he came for her basically, and then she did a video about that. And then she said how there was a white girl that was there, she interrupted him, she did the same thing, but then he ended up hugging her. However, he came at her, which we're going to look at those details, and she basically explained, you know, what happened.
Do you want to be that same person? And your face is covered, so we don't even know who you are.
So she said he yelled at me as if I was a toddler for interrupting him with correct facts. A white girl did the same thing literally 10 minutes earlier, and he hugged her and called her brave for speaking out and speaking the truth. Gosh guys, there was a lot, like, I'm not gonna lie, like there was a lot going on. Now following that, there was then a series of tweets of him ranting, literally on Twitter, ranting, guys, and he was trending for this, and it was absolutely crazy. Like, when I was going through the tweets, I was like, what is going on? And you know, another thing that I found weird as well, a few weeks ago it came out that Kim was a billionaire, and then he did this tweet congratulating her that she was a billionaire, but then he puts this picture of like pepper like pepper, tomato and a flower. I literally had no idea, like I was literally like, what the hell is going on? But let's get to the serious note, guys, because this is actually a lot more serious than we think or than we know. I don't know if you guys are aware, but Kanye actually has bipolar, and I think maybe every year he will have an episode. I don't know anything about bipolar, so if anybody that watches this has bipolar and you love to share your experience in the comment section, or you could always personally message me, that would be great, just so we can get a little bit more educated. Because reading the comments, like I saw some comments of people like laughing about it. Some people were like, well, you know, like this is actually quite a serious matter, like we need to keep him in prayer because this is an illness, like this is a sickness, and he will go through this, and every so often he will go through this, and this is clearly an episode that he is having. So there was a particular doctor, hold on a second, let me find it, and she released a series of tweets. So Dr. Imani, his psychiatrist, and she gives in a few of her thoughts. So she says, Kanye is very ill, this is mania. I understand how frustrating this can be, but this is truly what bipolar disorder can look like. It's sad that he has no insight currently to get better. I hope he does to find help, and soon. Just to put this into perspective, remember when he shaved his head at the MTV Awards and dissed Taylor Swift? Look at his head today and the 2020 written shaved in his head. And for the record, I'm a Kanye fan. She says, a delusion is defined as a firm, fixed, false belief. Remember the 3 F's when it comes to delusions. Delusions of grandiosity is a symptom of mania like we are seeing here. It doesn't quite make sense to have a campaign rally so late in 2020, right? Don't try to argue with someone who's delusional. You're wasting your time and theirs. Kanye publicly shared a diagnosis that he received, assumably from another medical professional. The fact that people can't accept this diagnosis is proof positive that the diagnosis is still rooted in stigma. Meaning that obviously something like bipolar is like just one of those things that either maybe people just don't understand, or like the black community just don't accept, or we just don't want to accept that, okay, yeah, maybe that is something that he's going through. A reminder that Kanye released his Ye album 2018 with the following cover: I hate being bipolar, it's awesome. In 2019, he spoke about his mental health with David Letterman on his season 2 of My Next Guest Needs No Introduction. Do you know what I just remembered of? I don't know if anybody watches EastEnders, maybe you don't, but basically EastEnders is like a UK drama. And oh my god, what's her name? Stacey's mum. So there's a lady on there called Jean, and also a lady on there called Stacey, so they're mother and daughter, and they both suffer from bipolar. And I just remembered, like, when Jean was going through a bipolar episode because she stopped taking her medication, she actually, it was really weird because from like watching how it manifests, she started like I call it like overcompensating. So she'll be like try and distract herself, and then she'll do like really weird things, like she'll gather everybody for like family dinners, and she'll be really excited and she'll want to help everybody, and then she'll like snap in and out. Like her personality, like her emotions were wild, like they were literally like all over the place. And it kind of resembles like when I look at Kanye now, it's like doing this rally and then storming off in the middle of the rally, getting angry in the middle of the rally, getting really emotional, like he was crying in this rally, talking up, like referring to his wife as North's mum. Like, I don't know if anyone noticed, but he was always like, I won't let North's mum do this, or like he won't refer her as my wife, but he has done before. Like when he's not had an episode, shall I say, like when he's been in other circumstances, he's spoken about Kim, he has referred her as my wife, but in this particular instance he's referring her as North's mum. Like, it's really strange. But yeah, the behaviors definitely resemble. So I think it's really weird, guys. Like, it's just weird. Like, we need to keep him in prayer. Like, I know he's got a massive following and he's got loads of money, he can get the best professional help, but I don't know, I feel like until you have something like that, or until you've suffered with something like that, you can't really like judge that person and be like, oh, whatever, like get yourself together or get a life, or do you get me? Like, you can't dismiss that person. I think stripping off money and fame and status and all of that stuff, we are still human beings. At the end of the day, all of these things will get washed away. Like, they'll just get blown away just like sand. They'll just vanish. You know, these are just all earthly nothings. They will just go, and it will just be flesh and blood. Humans, pure humans, we are all the same. Do you know what I mean? We're just in different areas of our lives, we're just in different positions in life, but essentially we are all the same. So bipolar is no respecter of man. Mental health is no respecter of man. Like, mental health is not going to be like, oh, you've got too money for me, so I'm not going to come and disturb you, or oh, you're too poor, yes, I'm definitely going to come and disturb you. Like, no, it's not respecter of man. So I think we have to like see past the fame and see past the status and see past like all of these things, and just look at the person. This is somebody who is clearly going through an episode. Only he knows the demons that he has to battle with. Not long ago, he decided to commit his life to Christ, decided to, you know, dedicate his life to God. You know, whether he's been walking the walk like 100%, but who does, you know? We are literally fighting for our salvation like every day. You know, there is no man that is perfect, but just the fact that there is a part of him who longs to know more of God, who longs to know more of Jesus, it will have an impact on his soul, on his life. Do you get what I mean? So at the end of the day, like, we have to remember that a double-minded man is unstable in all of his ways. So if he's got one side of him that wants to go to God, one side of him that is pulling him away, he's going to be tormented. Like, he's going to be going through some battles, and we don't know what battles he's going through when he switches off the lights, when all the cameras are not there, when it's just him at home. You know, we don't know what demons he's fighting with, but clearly he is fighting with some demons. And the thing is, like, when you commit your life to God, there is nowhere that says that as soon as you commit your life to God, your life is going to be perfect. You know, you're just going to be sitting with angels all day every day, you're going to be visiting heaven, like, you know, you're going to be delivered. Like, no, it's a walking thing. Like, it's a thing that you have to fight for your soul, like, every day. The minute you declare Jesus Christ as your Lord and your Savior, light sheds on every dark aspect of your life, which means that every dark area of your life, you will see it manifest one way or the other. And clearly this is something that he's been dealing with, he is dealing with, and that he is going through some internal battle. So I don't know, like, for me, I'm just looking at him, I'm just like, wow, like, this is crazy. Like, we are fully seeing bipolar manifesting before our eyes, you know, and we are seeing this because obviously he's a high profile person, but there are people who go through this and we just don't know that they're going through. We only see these things because they are put on the screen for us to see. So yeah, guys, I don't know, what your thoughts, what are your thoughts? If you have seen this, if you have been following this, like, do you know anybody who's going through this? Or are you somebody who's going through this? I think it's so important that we educate ourselves about everything, like everything. We need to educate ourselves about everything: mental health, depression, suicide, bipolar, schizophrenia. We just have to, because that's the world that we're living in, so we can understand people rather than judge people. Let's keep praying for Kanye and see what happens, because it's a whole mess. I mean, some people are saying that, oh, like, now, like, we're just waiting to see a divorce. Like, it's just like, okay, like, and what are you doing about it? Like, is that really what you want? Like, it's like you're waiting for them to divorce. It's like, oh gosh. Anyway, we're not going to talk about that right now because we're not speaking anything into the atmosphere. But guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Take care. Bye bye.